Welcome back to MacBreak Studio. I'm Mark and with Steve. We're talking about Final Cut Pro 10.4, 360 video, and getting rid of somebody.
Yeah, like removing Uncle Charlie from your wedding 360 wedding video.
Yes, removing Uncle Charlie. Okay.
Well, you're going to find this tip really useful, particularly if you work with interview subjects in 360. In fact, there's not a right or wrong way to do an interview. In a standard flat interview, the subject has an interview off camera and the person being interviewed is looking past the camera. But in the 360 world, do you leave the interviewer in the world with this subject?
So I could always turn around and look at the person doing the interview instead of the person being interviewed.
Exactly. But some people think that just takes away the illusion of being in the space, because why would the interview? I'm supposed to be the interview.
You're talking to me.
You're talking to me, right? So in some cases, you may want the subject to be interviewed by an actual person, but then clone the interviewer out at the end.
Yeah, okay. So you can get rid of them.
Exactly, you can get rid of them.
And you're going to show us how to do that.
I'm going to show you how to do that.
Great.
All right, so here we have a shot of the lovely Jocelyn.
So that's your interview subject.
She's sitting there in the hangar. She's being interviewed about H5 Productions, a production company. And if I swing around here, there's her husband, Travis. Oh, by the way, he's not holding the baby like that on purpose. She's just,
okay.
She just wants out.
Out, right.
Right, so
he's interviewing her.
He's interviewing her, exactly. And they couldn't get a babysitter that day. That's all right. He's the interviewer.
So you're going to get rid of two people.
Yeah, good point. We're going to get rid of two. So here's the key to doing this. Okay, so I have the interviewer. I've got Jocelyn, but I don't want him in the 360 world. So Travis, he shot a clean plate of the sphere. Of the environment. Okay. And the key is, when you shoot this, make sure that there's, ideally no movement.
There's nobody there. And nobody. So if you're shooting it, you can't still be there. You got to turn the camera on. You got to go high.
Right. In fact, that's what he did. In fact, if I turn on skimming, you'll see that he runs away.
And he hides. Okay.
And he hides.
But this is really important when you're shooting 360 to get a clean plate.
Yeah.
Right? It's really critical. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like getting room tone. Get a clean plate and everybody hide.
Yeah,
and it was pretty easy to him.
Visual room tone.
Visual room tone. There we go.
Okay.
I like that.
So I have a range marked where he's already he's hiding behind the helicopter, and I don't know, he's trying to placate his daughter or something back there. But so I'm going to grab this and I'm going to add that as a connected clip above, right?
So now there's nothing in the shot at all.
There's nothing in the shot. Yeah, she's still standing there, but she's like...
Oh, she was still standing there in the clean plate.
Right. So we are going...
Okay.
So, but we're going to go and we're going to clone him. We're going to go ahead and remove him by just adding a crop. Okay, we're going to crop him out.
Okay, so we're going to crop the clean plate down just to the part that's where he is.
Right. So I'm going to swing around to where he should be, and notice I have the crop tool turned on, and eventually
there he is. Okay,
there he is. Right. So
you just want to hide him, but you don't want to hide anything else.
Don't want to hide anything else. Just him. So I'm just going to use these crop boundaries to just get. See, maybe just leave his head in there. Well, okay. So we're not going to leave his head in.
And you want it to be big enough in case he moves around a little bit, right?
Right. So now we have him cropped out, but he's still asking the questions. She can still respond.
And she's responding, yeah. Because in the clean plate, she's just standing there.
Right.
In the actual interview, she's talking.
So she's answering his questions, but to nobody.
To nobody. He's completely gone from the shot.
Yeah, exactly. So. All right, great. But now what if we needed to reorient the sphere, right? Because we have now two separate 360 clips in there.
Right, and you do need to orient it because your main subject is on the edge of the frame.
Yeah, that's a really good point. She's sitting here on the edge of the frame. The camera needs to be reoriented to where she's at true north. Okay, and if I use the reorient tool now, if I go in here and choose reorient, you will see that I'm only reorienting one part.
You're reorienting the clean plate.
The clean plate.
Or if you selected the bottom one, you'd be reorienting the interview.
Exactly.
You don't want to do that.
No, I don't. So here's how you get around that. I'm going to select both 360 clips, Option G, and I'll call it H5 CC for compound clip. Save that.
Made a compound
clip.
I
made a compound clip. So I now have this compound clip. With the reorient tool, I can reorient the entire sphere, but it's with all the content inside it. I'm now reorienting
the whole compound clip.
The whole compound, you see. So now
you're reorienting her, and there's nobody else in the shot.
And there's nobody else in the shot. So the point I don't want to get too far away from what we're discussing here is that we had to compound clip it in order to reorient both things
at the same time. Got it.
See,
got it. Okay.
Anyway, I have no more to say.
Nice. So sorry, Travis and his daughter are gone, but now you have an interview with nobody else there but the interview subject.
Yes.
Nice. Awesome. Very cool. Steve's got a huge 360 video production tutorial, post-production tutorial about video editing, 360 video editing in Final Cut Pro 10. So check that at rivaltraining.com. We'll be back next week. Thank you for watching MacBreak Studio.